Good morning, class. How have you been? I hope you guys are doing well. So today we are moving on to another concept which we have actually discussed in the first class itself, but I am going to elaborate on its technicalities. After this, the theory part of my portion that has been given to me will be over, and then we will be moving on to practical sessions. Now, this is a communication paper, and we cannot always stick on to only theory, but rather we have to practice communicating. It's only when we do get into the exercises that we will learn how to communicate better. So again, this topic that I'm going to discuss is going to tell you the same. So what is communication competence? I told you about it already in the initial classes itself. Now, in order to be competent in a language, you need two aspects actually. First of all, you need to know the basic rules and regulations of the language, the basic structure of that language, the basic vocabulary of that language, the basic mode of functioning of that language, so basic grammar of that language. So these are the basic the knowledge about this is the basic knowledge about that language. So this is very essential. Without the knowledge of a language, you cannot communicate in that language to another individual. So this part is called competence by Noam Chomsky. Before that, I might just have to introduce you to a very significant discipline of academic studies, which is linguistics. Linguistics is the study of languages, that is, how people interact with each other, how languages evolve, what are the peculiarities of languages, and how do languages function in societies. So many important questions are actually addressed by this discipline called linguistics. And Noam Chomsky is one of the most significant linguists of our era. So Noam Chomsky has introduced two concepts: competence and performance. Competence and performance. So the basic knowledge or awareness about the structure, grammar, vocabulary, etc. of a language is called competence. So if I know the basic the system of English language, how a sentence is made, or how the words are given meaning, or the grammatical rules of the English language, then I can say that I have competence in the English language. But there is another term which is performance, because it's not just the knowledge of the language systems that helps you communicate better. Now, if I knew all the basic grammar and rules, and I would be coming and sitting here and going like, so today we are going to teach about the concept competence, and we will be learning that in very quick steps. So now the effectiveness of a communication would definitely be less, right? So it's not just competence that matters, also the performance. So performance is the everyday use of language. It involves many other things: social intelligence. Now I have told you that you do not use the language in the same way everywhere. If you are attending a funeral, you use the language in a particular way. If you are attending a party, you use the language in a particular way. So the awareness of a language and the real world use of a language differ a lot. So that is competence and performance. Now, but when we come to another theorist, Ferdinand de Saussure, he called these ideas Langue and Parole. Langue and Parole. That is, the awareness of the grammatical concepts and the structuring of a language is called langue, and the everyday interactions that are made through this language, through the awareness of this language, is called parole. Langue and Parole, introduced by another significant linguist, Ferdinand de Saussure. But in the general context, when we mention linguistic competence, we actually combine these two. You should have both the awareness of a language, and also, of course, you should have the performative skills and the social intelligence to use that language effectively in everyday context. So we will move on to the next video. Thank you.